Duet Night Abyss is a brand new action combat game coming soon, but today I'm here to actually tell you about why I've been so excited for it. To begin, let's talk about the concept and genre of game that we're seeing today, and to me, Duet Night Abyss is a cool, fast-paced, movement-based combat game. And this personally reminds me a lot of my childhood, where a lot of the games I loved playing had deep movement freedom and plenty of action alongside it. So enter Duet Night Abyss in 2025, and we have a game with the nostalgic elements that I missed as a kid, but this time featuring new characters, new weapons, new combat systems, and more importantly, actual enemies to showcase just how powerful my characters and my progress are. Now, visuals aside, the music of this game reminds me of Nier. If you haven't heard or played the Nier games, this is actually quite a big deal. Personally, I'm a big advocate for games that are able to integrate their soundtracks and OSTs for the purpose of perfectly capturing intense or insane moments when shown on screen, and them caring enough to make a soundtrack that reminds me of Nier is honestly a good step in the right direction. Now let's actually talk about the combat though. This game features a weapon swap system where you alternate between melee and ranged, and for me personally, this is a welcome addition to any combat game. Being able to fire off multiple guns or weave attacks in between different weapons adds an extra layer of complication that I do find satisfying when performed together perfectly. Now, this isn't even talking about the skills or the individual abilities that are linked to each individual character, but before we go any further, let's pause for a moment. If this isn't your first time hearing about Duet Night Abyss, you've probably seen a few trailers or gameplay showcases of the game thus far. And if you'd like to join the closed beta, here's what you can do to increase your chances of gaining access. Fill out the recruitment questionnaire to participate, take part in the FINA's Letter of Sweet Dreams event, and participate in official social media events, which I'll include in the description down below. They've added a number of new changes, including weapons now being dyeable, a new pet companion system being added, and multiplayer also being announced as a new feature being added to the game officially. Beyond all that, guys, that's just the start. Now, of course, there are plenty of things to love already, but today I didn't want to just talk to you about the game. I also wanted to show you a couple of clips and videos here that I blind reacted to upon seeing them for the first time. And if this doesn't get you excited for a new fast-paced action combat game, well, I'm not sure what will. Without further ado though, enjoy. Okay guys, so this is the first trailer Until the Dawn that we've seen for Duet Night Abyss. I haven't seen too much about the game. I've seen a few maybe details about the kind of game it's going to be. Without further ado, let's take a look at, I guess, the first trailer specifically for Duet Night Abyss.
The deity who weaves all things.
Got subtitles.
Draws time with her left hand and twists life in her right.
Okay, we've got some ominous foreshadowing.
The helix of destiny she spun.
Let's just get this out of the way. This is a very, very ethereal, godly, omnipotent looking. But I think it's always funny that we've always got like this super evil bad guy anime looking character in every single game.
What visions hath thou seen?
Interesting. I don't know. Is that who we're trying to see?
She turned herself into a briar of revenge.
Oh, what the? Wait, are we in the middle? Wait, they're just dumping us into like a full sequence of fighting? Are these all playable characters? I don't know if these are all playable characters, but if they are,
She will pierce through the web of scarlet lies.
okay, these have to be characters, presumably.
Or continue your anguish.
Okay, so we're already establishing like plot and storyline for what we're trying to complete here. I like that. An actual storyline to follow along with. Is this us maybe? Is it are we playing one of these characters?
Together, we shall face the future.
Oh. Wait, what a seamless transition actually. What the? Wait, that was crazy. Wait, that was actually
And together, we shall face the future.
Wait, that was like a legit straight transition from trailer into gameplay? Okay, okay. Now, I think, from what I understand, gunplay and like melee is supposed to be like a major feature of the game, but this also looks like the character themselves has like a load of special abilities. Oh, gunslinger? Oh, okay. Wait, look at that. Wait, that's so sick, actually. Oh my god. All right, the enemies look pretty complex too. These aren't just like, they don't just look very humanoidy. They kind of remind me of like, they're like very alien-y, like morphed. Okay, this is obviously not a gun. So this is like her special ability, which looks really sick. And has a cute side, I guess. Is this, I was gonna say, I heard someone talking about a character that has like a pig or something. That looks kind of goofy too. I don't even know for what purpose you'd need a character moving that fast, but... Oh, like is this like an insect? Does she fly or something? She's got wing. Oh, okay. Not pre-watched, I swear on my life, not pre-watched. Wait, this is pretty insane though, because, I mean, this is like, that's like 3-dimensional moving, right? Like you get to fly, you're not just moving on the ground either, and she's flying, not even just dashing around or using like wall hops. Oh my God, I'm getting dizzy from all this movement. That's a pretty sick looking gun. It's got like a shock coil, Tesla coil looking. Wow, this is honestly a lot. They're showing off a lot of gameplay mechanics, to be honest, for it's been like 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, we've got the AoE, like the AoE, I guess, like kind of ground control character. Okay, I mean, all right, we gotta just break down a couple things that we just saw here, right? Like, not only did we see like a variety of different characters who appear to all have their own separate special abilities, which I think is cool, but we're also shown a couple of the guns, which I do think is pretty cool too. I'm assuming this is not attached to the insect character herself, which I do think is a good thing, because of course, like, while you do have characters, I think having different, more unique guns to mix and match with not just different characters but different pairings is pretty cool. And this is alongside what we saw earlier, which was like this katana sword combination looking thing. Again, not entirely sure if this is the character or if it's just the weapon themselves, but whatever it is, I think this is a pretty cool looking weapon animation nonetheless. If it is a weapon that you have access to, that's sick too. I would assume that this character may be able to wield guns, but them having animations or having special abilities themselves, maybe interacting with or you know, manipulating the guns themselves, is also really cool. To be clear, guys, all of what you're seeing right now is all work in progress, and while I think right now what we're seeing is pretty top notch, to be honest, in terms of an action combat game, and looking pretty diverse and looking pretty different from, I think, most games on the market right now, I'm excited. But this wasn't the only trailer that I got sent and was told to take a look at. There was also a TGS 2024 special program trailer, which I'm pretty excited for. So let's get into that as well. Okay, so this looks more gameplay oriented. It's not so much trailery for the storyline, perhaps. Okay. This time around, we've got a cool maid scythe character. They seem to really like scythes in this game. Okay, so even if it's instance, the locale looks pretty big. Okay, okay, that's pretty sick. But like a AoE laser around you? Wait, that's so crazy. We just got a guy with a permanent barrier that can... I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to play multiple characters at the same time, but I mean, like, the possibilities here are endless. Like, you could be self-sufficient, you could be more defensive, aggressive. Oh, are we encountering a boss now? A boss? Fighting a boss with the abilities here would actually go pretty crazy. Because I thought it would otherwise just be you're fighting, like, several waves of enemies. Oh, it is a boss. This character looks a little clunky. Maybe she's got like high damage to make up for it. Oh my god, wait, no, is she a caster? Is that why she has a slower attack speed? Oh, she's got a bow too. Oh, so I guess they added bows to the game. It kind of looked like we were just gonna have guns and swords, but okay, so it is gonna be like more, presumably, a skill-based action combat game. It's not just gonna be a, you know, blow everything up, like use like elements of, what? There's a multiple of her? Wait, what? I can't tell if this is multiple of herself or no. This has got to be her. This is multiplayer allies, maybe. guess this is another fight. I guess we just completely transitioned out of it. That's another. They've got really cool visually looking. They've got a lot of cool visual guns that they've added to the game, like a red laser beam, and you've got like a bunch of. I mean, like we've already got the Tesla coil. Now we've got a plasma gun. I guess she also just has a big katana too. My bad. Kind of didn't consider that as well. I guess all in a day's work. I guess. That looks pretty cool. Like this is definitely more combat oriented, or more of a combat oriented video. Oh my god, every single this getting eaten trope, by the way, is so goofy. But to be clear, guys, like what we're seeing here is pretty cool. Like this is more combat or more gameplay showcasey feely, which I do think is pretty cool. So for what we can take from this, we're being introduced to more bosses. We're being introduced to more weapons, and it doesn't appear as though we'll just only have access to swords or only guns. They like to show off like the rocket, which I do think looks pretty cool, but having the bow, presumably having pole arms, or it looks like stabs or sights, looks pretty cool as well. In addition to, I guess, there's summons that these characters are bringing along as well, which is pretty exciting. But overall, between these two videos, guys, I'm pretty excited for Duet Night Abyss. It feels like one of these much different or kind of out there kind of, I guess, action combat games. This is not the same kind of daily login clear through. This looks like a game that you'll probably almost kind of have to play like an MMORPG. Maybe you'll be doing this with allies. Maybe you'll be fighting raids, something along these lines. I can't tell right now, but since we're seeing things like bosses, since we're seeing multiple, I guess, participants or characters all at the same time, the future's looking bright. I think the combat looks very enticing. It looks very intense. Hopefully there's a way for us to take it a little easy. Hopefully if we upgrade a gun strong enough, we can maybe overcome some of the skill issue that I inevitably am going to encounter. But as always, guys, that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited for the game already. If you haven't already, feel free to check out the game in the description with all my links and such. And yeah, Duet Night Abyss looks pretty exciting. Hope you guys are excited for it too. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, make sure to check out the rest of my content. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good night.